Going out to our favorite restaurant is not easy these days, right? We love ramen, and I feel it's such a pity that we have to miss out on it just because of this situation that we are in now. So I thought, why don't make a quick version of it at home with easier ingredients, cheaper and equally delicious. I'm making spicy ramen with chicken katsu. This is by no means an authentic Japanese ramen recipe, but I promise you, it's gonna be delicious. Let's divide this ramen into 6 steps. Broth flavoring, broth, chicken katsu, noodles, toppings and assembling. Broth flavoring. The spiciness in this ramen comes from this fermented chili paste that's called gochujang. It's popular in Korean cooking. It's savory, it's sweet and it's spicy. It's also going to add some color to our ramen broth. Quarter cup is perfect. Personally I put at least 1/3 cup because I love spicy food. But my husband Marco cannot take it, so quarter cup it is. I love to use less salt soy sauce because then I can add more quantity of it for the flavor without having to worry that the dish might be too salty. Add 1/3 cup in. If you're using normal soy sauce, add half of the amount and then boil from there. 1 tablespoon of sugar for a touch of sweetness. Gochujang is a bit difficult to dilute, so that's why I like to mix it like this before adding it to the broth. So now let's make our broth. Let's infuse it with lots of ginger and garlic. 3 inches of ginger, 6 cloves of garlic, 1 liter of chicken stock, 8 dry shiitake mushrooms. Shiitake in this recipe helps to give our broth that umami, delicious flavor. 1 can of coconut milk, which is about 14 ounces. 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so what we want to do now is bring this to a simmer and then cook for roughly 30 to 40 minutes or until the shiitake are soft. Chicken katsu. So while that's going on, let's get on with the chicken katsu. Chicken katsu or panko chicken is Japanese breaded deep fried chicken. There are 3 components to this: chicken, egg and breading. So this is 1 pound of chicken thigh, boneless, skinless. Just salt and pepper them, nothing fancy. 1 large egg, some salt and just whisk. For the breading, we're going to use half cup of breadcrumbs, 1 cup of panko and quarter cup of sesame seeds. I like to use this combo of panko and breadcrumbs because personally, I feel the mixture coats the chicken better. I'm going to show you how to make the stations for this katsu chicken and what to do so that our hands don't end up messy. First, the stations. Line our plate of chicken, egg and breading. Put also an empty plate so that we can put our final breaded chicken. So you're going to use both hands, 1 hand for the wet and the other for the dry. Grab a chicken thigh with 1 hand and coat it in the egg. Using the same hand, place the chicken on the breading. Now, switch hand. Cover the chicken with the breading. Press a bit so that the breading sticks. Flip it and do the same. Place on a plate. With this technique, you will never have messy hands ever again. Okay, so now let's cook them. I'm using my air fryer, but you can also deep fry them. Spray with some oil. Use air fryer setting. Set the temperature at 400 Fahrenheit or 200 Celsius. Cook for 16 minutes. Once cooked, set them aside for later. And meanwhile, we can go on with our noodles. I'm gonna tell you a few options for that. You can make your own fresh noodles, and I have a perfect recipe here for you. Just with a bit of planning ahead, you can have wonderful homemade chewy and elastic noodles. Or you can buy dry egg noodles like this. I just buy them online and they come in packets like this. Another option is pre-cooked egg noodles. These are yakisoba noodles and they come in packets like this. Or the easiest option is to buy instant ramen noodles, any flavors that you can find, and then just use the dry noodles. You can seal the flavor in packets for another use. For me, I'm just going to use dry egg noodles. Let's cook them according to the packet's instructions, drain and set them aside for later. Just remember, don't cook them too soon as they will dry out and the strands stick to each other. Toppings. No ramen is perfect without the toppings, right? First, we're gonna make our 6.5-minute egg. Bring your water to a boil and gently lower the eggs in. Immediately lower the fire so that the water is just barely simmering, and set the timer for 6.5 minutes. Once done, place them in a bowl of cold water and leave them to cool completely before peeling them. And you have to have spring onion, the more the better. Just chop and get them ready. Don't forget nori sheets. Nori gives this salty umami touch as you eat the ramen, so try your best not to skip it. Assembling. Okay, so now let's get back to our broth so that we can assemble our ramen. Scoop out the shiitake, ginger and garlic. Discard both ginger and garlic because they've done their jobs in infusing the broth. Now just slice the shiitake and set them aside. Grab a ramen bowl, add in your noodles, and pour in the hot, delicious broth. Let's slice our chicken katsu. The crispy texture gives that wonderful contrast to our ramen. Some shiitake, our 6.5-minute egg, lots of spring onion, and that's it. If you like this recipe, then check out my quick 30-minute chicken ramen video. Thanks for watching, guys.